Finally, let's take a look at the side-by-side comparison visualization. Unlike the other visualizations we've looked at, this isn't a key, but it is an identification aid. We can use it to compare two or more taxa. Let's compare three taxa from within the same genus. I select the name of each one in turn from the drop-down list and click the plus button. The knowledge base character values for each species are shown and compared. The colours show how close the species on the right are to that on the far left. Since the taxon on the left is always that being compared to, all its character values are shown in blue. For the other taxa, character values shown in blue are a good match to those of the first taxon, and those shown in vermilion are a bad match. Partial matches are coloured somewhere in between. Characters that are marked for display only in the knowledge base are displayed here in grey, and those shown in white are either missing values or, for the first taxon, not applicable. You can change the order of the taxa and therefore the taxon against which the others are compared by dragging the columns. I can remove a taxon by clicking this minus icon. If images are available, I can display them by clicking these camera icons. The images can be panned, zoomed and changed in the usual way. Dragging the edge of the header cell on any taxon changes the width of all displayed taxon columns. If you only want to display characters from certain groups, click the Groups button here and then expand the groups you want to see. Finally, there are some very useful shortcuts to selecting taxa for display in a context menu that you can invoke by right-clicking over the visualization. I can remove all taxa by selecting this item. I can display all taxa by selecting this one. I can select the top 2, 5 or 10 taxa as currently ranked by the key visualizations. Let's just remind ourselves what they are by switching back to the single column key for a moment. Here I'll compare the top 5. These context menu items will scan the entire knowledge base and select those taxa which are the closest match to the taxon I currently have displayed in position 1. First I'll select the taxon I want to find the best matches for. I'll select the best 2. Note that unlike the top n from key items, these closest n to first items work by comparing taxa directly with the first displayed taxon, regardless of key input. This option from the context menu will rearrange all displayed taxa except the first, so that the closest matches to the first taxa are closest to it. I'll start by displaying the top 10 from the key. Now I'm going to move this one to the first position and then rearrange all the others so that the best matches for it are closest to it. Okay, that's it for this tour of the Tom.bio framework visualizations. Don't forget to check out our other framework tutorials.